evening, everybody! Jason here from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, streaming on Treaty 7 land, home of the Blackfoot Confederacy, the Tsuu Nation, and the Stoney Nakoda Nation, along with the Métis Nation of Alberta Region 3. Welcome to Day 94 of 100 Days of Gaming, Raid the Arcade! 100 Days of Gaming is part of Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games that heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and coworkers, that all go towards your local children's hospital. And then you get to play games for 24 hours on November 6th. Yes, that's just 1 week from today. I'm playing games to help raise money for the Alberta Children's Hospital right here in Calgary that helps over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. I've been part of Extra Life for 9 years now, and it's a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good, and you can donate in the links below or in the pinned post on my Facebook page. But on November 6th, me and the Extra Life Calgary Guild will be hosting Extra Life Rockies. Join us for 2 days of gaming and fundraising for Extra Life and the Alberta Children's Hospital. We'll be having a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament where you can win a real championship wrestling belt and a $50 Nintendo eShop card. We also have a Splatoon 2 tournament, where limited edition t-shirts and $25 Nintendo cards are up for grabs. The action starts this Saturday, November 6th at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time, so go to the Extra Life YYC Twitter for all the details. Also, any Extra Life Platinum participant who raises $2,500 in 2021 will receive this Extra Life Neon Light, perfect for lighting up your gaming space and a reminder of all you've done to change kids' health and change the future. Last year, in 2020, over 43,000 participants in 113 countries helped over 10 million kids at 170 children's hospitals across Canada and the United States by raising over $17.4 million. And yes, those numbers just keep getting bigger and better every year, but we can't do it without you. So, if you'd like to learn more about Extra Life, or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Excuse me. Something's going wrong here. Okay, so again, if you'd like to know more about Extra Life, go to www.extra-life.org. Or if you'd like to support my fundraising to help the kids at the Alberta Children's Hospital, you can do so at the links below, or at the link that I just dropped in Twitch chat, or the pinned post on my Facebook page. Okay, so tomorrow night is Halloween, so I've got lined up on deck a creepy crawly game to play. It's got ghosts, and it will chase you down and hunt you down, and the ghosts will get you if you're not careful. Yes, tonight I am playing the arcade classic, Pac-Man. Yeah, so what else needs to be said? Needs to be said right now. Yep, I'm playing the arcade classic Pac-Man. Well, actually, I'm playing the NES version on the Evercade. Now, I've said before on prior nights, you can see a picture of it there on the left side of your screen. The Evercade is a handheld retro gaming console out of the UK, and I found out about them at PAX last year. The Evercade is a neat piece of kit. It can emulate just about anything from an Atari 2600 to a PlayStation 1, and the cartridges, that's actual game cartridges that do power it, are curated, licensed collections. And it covers a wide gamut of gaming from across all publishers and platforms. Now again, I found out about them at PAX last year, and I got one for my Reddit Secret Santa, and I've been very pleased with it ever since. Now, this isn't a sponsored stream. The Evercade people aren't reimbursing me anything to say all these nice things about the Evercade. I'm just a very satisfied customer and a fan. Okay, so and also one of the big selling points about the Evercade is that it actually comes with actual printed cartridges. Well, not printed cartridges. Well, of course, the cartridges are physical cartridges, but they actually come with printed manuals. So here, I'll just riffle through the pages. And that's your ASMR for the evening. Okay, and here's what it says about Pac-Man. Pac-Man is a pop culture phenomenon. Developed in Japan in 1980, Pac-Man quickly became one of the most popular games of all time. It was designed by Toru Iwatani to be an antidote to the aggressive space shooters that dominated the market at the time. Pac-Man involves moving around a maze and eating the Pac dots, scoring points as you progress, eating all available dots to move to the next level. Watch out for the 4 ghosts who chase you around the maze. If they catch you, a life will be lost. Okay, so yes, what really else has to be can be said about Pac-Man? Just let me see if I've got a save game. Yep, I've got a high score already saved. Okay, so let's see if I can beat it. Right, so aside from me wanting to beat my high score, this is a super casual Pac-Man stream. I'm definitely not going to try to go for a perfect game. I am nowhere near that good. Or take advantage of any glitches or anything. I'm just playing the game and answering any questions about Extra Life that you may have. Or the Extra Life Rockies event that we're going to be hosting online next weekend. So if you have any questions, just drop a question in Twitch chat. I'll try to keep an eye on it as I go. Okay, I've now got to get myself into the mindset of how to play classic Pac-Man, since that earlier, as part of my 100 Days of Gaming streams, I got in some Pac-Man 99 on my Switch, and yeah, that game is very different. Okay. Alright, the hunter has now become the hunted! Ooh, scary ghosts! Just in time for Halloween! Ooh! Yeah! Ho-ho! Extra Life! Yep, we don't call them one-ups or free guys here. We call them... we call them Extra Lives. Go! Oh, I was cornered. Really, frankly, at this time in world history, is there anybody who hasn't played Pac-Man in some form? I mean, it is one of the quintessential things that you think of when you first talk about arcade games. It's become such a part of global culture. All right, 2 for the price of 1. Yeah, this NES version handles quite a bit differently than the arcade versions or 99 on the Switch. Now, if you play Pac-Man 99 on the Switch, then you know that game is very responsive. Yeah, supposedly the arcade version of Pac-Man was the first to introduce cinema scenes, and that was it. Okay, now according to the manual for the Evercade version of Pac-Man, the lower part of the maze is much more dangerous to try to clear, since there are much fewer ways out. So I'm going to keep that in mind, and I'm going to try and complete the lower section first before hopping into the upper section. Alright. That is, unless I've got some scary ghosts on my tail. Aha! Take that! 2, 3, all 4. Haha! Nice. Lure them into a trap. Haha! Oh! Uh-oh! Ah, nuts. Got a little bit too greedy that time. Well, speaking of PAX, since I found out about the Evercade system last year at PAX, a couple of years ago at PAX, the final game in the Omegathon tournament was Pac-Man. So what Gabe and Tycho and the other organizers did, is that they actually had an original arcade Pac-Man machine set up on the show stage, and basically the whole point was whoever got the high score was the winner. But one thing that they did is that they put a microphone inside the coin slot, so that essentially Gabe and Tycho were playing the roles of the players' dads. So saying, okay, you're going to have one game, here's a quarter. And you could actually hear the coin going ka-chink into the slot as it went. And that was just so over the top and awesome all at once. Actually, I think that one time when I had my greatest Pac-Man run ever was, I was so in the zone. I think I was one time, me and my dad were at a Calgary Cannons game. Now the Cannons were, just 40 points short of my high score. Okay, so as I was saying, so I got into a great Ms. Pac-Man run at a Calgary Cannons game, since they had a Ms. Pac-Man machine in the area under the bleachers, and I just went out to like just get a drink or something. So they had a Ms. Pac-Man machine, and I was playing really good. I'm thinking maybe because since they had the speed settings on this particular machine set really high, so I was just blazing my way through. Okay, chat, does anybody there have a Pac-Man story? Let me know. Oh, but one thing that me and my sister really liked was the Pac-Man breakfast cereal. Yeah, my mom would get it frequently for us, and yeah, we really liked it. Pretty much standard mid-1980s licensed kids cereal. Like, it had marshmallows of Pac-Man and the Ghosts, like corn balls. That's what I want to call them. But then they would change the cereal to come out with even bigger Super Pac-Man size marshmallows, and we really liked it. Yeah, so I know that they actually stopped making Pac-Man breakfast cereal, but I'm kind of wondering as to when. Yeah, take that. Okay, I'm not going to chance it. And boom, maze cleared. Aha! Thought you could sneak up on me, could ya? Not so scary now, are you, ghost? Oh, yes, Pac-Man was one of the original Ghostbusters. In spirit, if not in name. Okay, get the strawberry. Okay, gotta be careful. All the power pellets are gone. Ah, I was cornered. Yeah, I think I might be doing a little bit better if I had an arcade style controller instead of the quasi NES style layout that the Evercade has. Again, you can see its picture there on the screen on your left. Ah, yes, Pac-Man, a simple story simply told. Woohoo! Extra life! Okay, it's time to go! Oh, one other piece of Pac-Man merchandise that I remember me and my sister really liking back in the day was licensed Pac-Man ice cream treats. Yeah, you could get them at places like corner stores and 7-Eleven, and basically it was like an oversized yellow popsicle, and I think it was lemon flavored, and of course it came on a stick, but it was shaped like Pac-Man, and it had a gumball, planted in for Pac-Man's eye. I think maybe it was a grape gumball as well. So to my our young, still developing childlike brains, that was such an extra value. It's because it was 2 treats in one. You got the lemon popsicle and some gum afterwards to chew. So, you watched me play Pac-Man for 100 Days of Gaming for Extra Life. Extra Life is the 24-hour gaming marathon for the Children's Miracle Network. Learn how you can play games and help your local children's hospital at www.extra-life.org. What? I thought you could get away. Ah. Oh dear. Ah, cornered! Okay, let's lure him into a trap. Thought you could escape the long chomp of the law. Ooh, next level. Oh, let's get that apple. Or not. Okay, I know it all ups the challenge, but man, the power pills having a much shorter duration. Really helps keep you on your game. 3, 2, 1, ha! Jump! Okay, I think I'm close to hitting my high score. Yes! Woohoo! New high score! Yeah, everything from here on in is just gravy. Or power pellets. Whoop! Ah, what a bold move! If I don't say so myself. Dude, I see a tailor about that. This video as Pac-Man seems to get faster. Bam! Oh, not gonna chance it. Jump. Yeah, one thing that I only saw a little bit of was the 1980s Hanna-Barbera Pac-Man cartoon. Basically, everything was all chomp this, chomp that. Oh! And I just got chomped. And that's game over. But I did set a new high score, so yeah, tiny triumphs. It's all about tiny triumphs. So, let's try to beat it. actually one version of Pac-Man that I'm now remembering that I really wanted to try, but never got around to it. It was Pac-Man Versus for the GameCube. It was a neat idea. Shigeru Miyamoto worked on it, and it would use the GameCube's Game Link cables that allowed you to hook up the Nintendo Game Boy Advance to the system. And how it would work is that it was for 1 to 4 players, and player 1 was Pac-Man, and the other players were the ghosts. And the ghosts would control their game with the Game Boy Advance, and they could only see what was happening in the maze only on their individual screen. So that offered a pretty unique twist on the tried and true Pac-Man formula. Well, I never got around to playing it, so I'm just aware that it exists. Oh, nuts. Okay, yep, my timing was off there a little bit for a second. Okay, but I'm just gonna lure some of the ghosts into a trap. That's it. Come on, get it. Surprise! Oh, that's not gonna work. Woohoo! Extra life! I'm coming for you! Ha! Thought you could outrun me. Well, I couldn't outrun you. Ah! Okay, just a quick little dive down here, and boom goes the dynamite. Oh, just barely pulled that one off. Jump. Aha! Thought you could escape me, but you can't, for I am the Pac-Man. Waka 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 waka. Okay, now I can't. I can't really chomp any more ghosts. So boom, there. Okay. Next level. Oh, nuts. Yeah, timing was a bit off there. Oh, missed the turn that time. And game over. Okay, let's try that again. Oh yeah, I thought you could escape me, could ya? Here we go! Gotcha! Surprise! Actually, one game in the Pac-Man series that I really like is Pac-Mania. I can't recall where I first played it. I know it was on an arcade machine. Let's see, but basically it's quasi 3D, so it's Pac-Man, but it's played on an isometric view, and there's a couple different maze layouts, including a Lego-inspired maze, and a beach-inspired maze, and of course a classic Pac-Man-inspired maze. But one of the new gameplay elements that was added to Pac-Mania was jumping. So if a ghost was coming at you, is what they're doing right now. So in Pac-Mania, if a ghost is coming at you, if you timed it right, you can actually jump over the ghost. Yeah, one thing I like to do is that after I ate a power pellet, when I track down the ghost, I jump on them and be all death from above. Okay, but now I'm overthinking it. But since that they're ghosts, is it already death from above? Like, they are ghosts where we're talking about here. But then I shouldn't really be thinking too much into all this. It is Pac-Man after all. Okay. Uh-oh. The Evercade controls are great, but sometimes they do take a little getting used to. He hunted me down there. And boom, that maze is clear. Okay, I'm on my last life, so I better be careful. But I think I will earn an extra life at any second now, so... But don't get cocky. And there we go! Extra life! Gotta be careful. Bag! Oh! Nuts. Okay. Last life, no power pellets. Let's make this count. Oh! Nuts. Game over. Okay, well actually that's good timing because it's coming up to 10:30 here in Calgary, so it looks like a good time for a station break. So you're watching me play Pac-Man as part of 100 Days of Gaming, Raid the Arcade. 100 Days of Gaming is part of Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. If you want to play games and heal kids, go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and then start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and co-workers. All those pledges go toward your local children's hospital, and then you get to play games for 24 hours on November 6th. Yes, that's just 1 week from today. Or your game day could be whenever you like. You can play as long as you like, whatever you like. It's all good because all the pledges that you've collected go to your local children's hospital. I've been part of Extra Life now for 9 years, and I'm playing games to help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital right here in Calgary that helps out over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. And Extra Life is a great way to have a lot of fun and give back to your community at the same time. And speaking of giving back, me and the other members of the Extra Life Calgary Guild are hosting Extra Life Rockies next weekend, November 6th and 7th. So join us for our online game day event. We will be having a Super Smash Bros. Tournament where you could win a real championship wrestling belt and a $50 Nintendo eShop card. We're also having a Splatoon 2 tournament, and you could win a limited edition t-shirt or a $25 Nintendo eShop card. Yes, all the action starts at 1:30 p.m. next Saturday, November 6th. So for more information, go to the Extra Life YYC Twitter and look at the pinned post, and there you'll find all the details. Also, any Extra Lifer who raises $2,500 this year will receive as a thank you gift this Extra Life Neon Light. So that way you can add it to your gaming space and just think back of all the good that you've done playing games to change kids' health. So get those pledges in. Last year in 2020, over 43,000 participants in 113 countries helped over 10 million kids at 170 children's hospitals across Canada and the United States by raising over $17.4 million. And yes, those numbers just keep getting bigger and better every year, but we can't do it without you. So, if you would like to know more about Extra Life, or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Or, if you'd like to support my fundraising to help the kids at the Alberta Children's Hospital, you can do so at the links below, or the link that I just dropped in Twitch chat, or the pinned post on my Facebook page. Okay, now let's get back to Pac-Man, here on 100 Days of Gaming. They're Blinky, they're Pinky, they're Inky and Clyde. They're the marshmallows you'll find inside a box of Pac-Man. Yeah, I think that's how the jingle for the Pac-Man cereal went. Let me know if I'm aging myself, chat. That's it. Come and get me! Whoop. Whoop. Lost a little bit of control there for a second. What? Cornered. Okay, well, we're speaking about arcade games, and with the news that dropped earlier this week that PAX South in San Antonio has been, well, permanently canceled for the foreseeable future, and that's a darn shame. I've never been to San Antonio. Before I gather from hearing about it from other PAX attendees, it was great. And my parents also went to San Antonio a while back, and they loved it. But one of the features at PAX that they have is the Classic Arcade. So they have a room that's been set up with lots of classic arcade games, including Pac-Man. So I always try to get in a couple of games when I'm there, because they're all set for free play. You don't need quarters. Ah, nuts. There goes the strawberry. Okay, ghosts. You deprive me of my strawberry. I'm going to deprive you of your lives. Extra life. Yeah, 1600. Perfect. That's up, everybody. All get in the lines. I can whip all your butts. Whoops. Okay, Jason, don't get cocky. Whoa. Bang! Bang! Okay, I was dead that time. It was only a question of when. All right, board cleared. Actually, and I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think that giant Pac-Man, as depicted in that cinematic, I think that gameplay element wouldn't actually debut until Super Pac-Man would hit arcades. And if memory serves me right, it was this weird pinball video game hybrid. Now, I don't recall playing it, or if I did, I couldn't figure it out. So I guess that's probably just another instance of making things way more complicated than they should be. Like all of our adding new twists to proving gameplay formulas, gotta keep everything fresh. But sometimes there's a bit overthinking it. Know what I mean? Yikes. Oh, cornered. Oh, got me. You know, I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to try to lure the ghost into a trap. I've got more productive uses of my time. Oh, no, that didn't work out. Okay, I'm undaunted. I'm gonna try again to beat my high score. That's it. Come right at me, and boom! Ha ha! How the tables have turned! Oh, speaking of tables, I like how some old arcade games were cocktail table versions. About how you'd be sitting at a bar, like having a drink, and there'd be a video game actually built into the surface of the table. I think that's one thing that we need to bring back. But you know what I won't bring back? These ghosts! Ha ha! Okay. Ha ha ha! You're mine! Okay, one last little dot. Boom. Done. Yeah, as long as we're discussing my own personal history with all the games that I've been playing. Oh, Extra Life! As part of these hour-long gaming sessions I've been having every night. I did play the Atari 2600 version of Pac-Man. Yeah, we owned a copy of that. Yep, that bloody awful port of Pac-Man. Yeah, well, actually, me and my family, we never had an Atari 2600. Instead, we had it in Television 2 with a deck adapter attached to it that would essentially, just let the Intellivision play Atari games. And we had Pac-Man. Yep, that really bloody awful version of Pac-Man. In fact, now I'm remembering part of the instruction manual from the Atari 2600 Pac-Man. They advertised it as something that you could practice with the game at home so that you can wow everybody at the arcade with your skill, or lack of skill as I just displayed that. But the Atari 2600 version of Pac-Man and the arcade version of Pac-Man are so mind-bogglingly different. And boom goes the dynamite. Oops. And I drove right into that one. Okay, that's it. Come closer. Ha-ha! Nobody escapes the law of justice. Oh, that won't work. Cornered. Okay, let's try it again. I'm undaunted. I'm going to try and set a new high score. Cherry. That's it. Come and get me. Aha! Cause I got Pac-Man fever. Pac-Man fever. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. Whoop. You know what, since that I've actually heard of the legend of playing a perfect game of Pac-Man, maybe because since it was part of the storyline in Ernest Cline's Ready Player One, the original book, and since that he dropped on Kindle some notes regarding the book earlier today, I guess mostly to announce that Ready Player 2 is coming out on paperback this month. But I'm always wondering, what is the criteria for a perfect game of Pac-Man? Do you have to eat all the ghosts once? All the fruit once on every vase? Can you only do the whole thing do you have to reach the kill screen on just one life? Yeah, if you know the criteria, chat, of how to make a perfect game of Pac-Man, let me know. Now, granted, I know I'll never be able to do that. I'm not that good. Yeah, well, it's just that my mind tends to wander as I'm playing these games. Oops! I could wander right into that guy's face. Okay, so you're watching me play Pac-Man for 100 Days of Gaming. You too can play video games and heal sick kids with Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Go to www.extra-life.org for details. Okay, that's it. No more Mr. Nice, Pac-Man. That's it, I'm down here. Come and get me. Aha. Yeah, now I can... Oh, I wasn't going to say cut a swath through the maze with impunity, but once again, I got cocky. Okay. Yeah, shy of 9,000 points, not good. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, I just realized since this is the NES version of Pac-Man that's here available on the Evercade, and since that, well, it does have the high score feature on there, but the original cartridge didn't have a battery backup, and of course the NES didn't save any data when it was turned off either. So how could you preserve your high score unless you took like actual photographs of the TV set, or wrote down the score so that you have to keep track of the high score manually? Aha! You cannot escape! Oh, neither can I! And there we go. All I'm saying is that since this game does have a high score feature, but the high score is lost as soon as you turned off your NES deck, so it almost seems kind of pointless. Yeah, there was no such thing as save states back in those days. Woohoo! Extra life! Oh, hello, Chomp! Chomp! I was cornered again. Yeah, I think that trying to clear out the dots in this particular section of the maze are very difficult since it's so close to the ghost house. Okay, this one is... I'm doing this ghost run just for me. How do you like that, Chomp? Okay, level 4. Wash down those ghosts with a peach. Up, up, cornered. Oh, not gonna chance it. Hey, cornered. You get there to my high score. Okay, let's go again. Oops. Okay. Well, the Evercade has save states, but it doesn't have rewind. I mean, actually, I think that actually is one of the great debates about re-releasing retro games for today's systems. Like, considering how, well, hard a lot of retro games could be, in fact, some of them can be unfairly tough. It's just that some people are wondering, like if a game does get re-released today, like, should it have like extra quality of life features like rewind or save states? Yeah, well, I'm gonna go on the record and say yes. Like they should be there, but nobody's saying you have to use them. But it's just that I understand. It's just that a lot of people that play these retro games today, they don't have much time as they do when they were kids. So with save states, they can just drop the game whenever they want and then pick it up again later. And rewind, well, I admit it can be a bit of a crutch, but still, if it does help you get through really difficult games, then I'm all for it. So that's all I have to say on the matter. Yeah. Re-release retro games should have save states and rewind, but nobody's saying you have to use them. Aha! Take that. Yeah. Bad choice of direction. Oh! Them's aimed at me too. Okay. Woohoo! Extra life. I needed that. Yeah, I know it was going for the ghosts when I had that section of the maze almost completed, but darn it, I needed that extra life. Actually, one thing I've been asked by other people as I do these streams is don't I get bored playing these retro games? Well, not really. Like, some of them are still so well designed that you can still play them for extended periods of time and not to get bored. And plus, I only play them for an hour, so that's not really enough time to get bored of something. And plus, I have to sign off at the top of the hour anyway, so let's see if I can at least try to set a new high score before then. Oh, what a disgusting display! Oops! Nuts. The power pellet wore off just right at the last fraction of a second. Okay, next level. Yeah, I'm telling you, I think Pac-Man's getting faster now. It all comes from eating my pellets. That sounds gross if you think about it a certain way. Oops! Nuts. Okay, so I've got 4 minutes left before I have to sign off for the evening, so let's make one. I think I can get in one more attempt. Now, I'm actually wondering if the famous Pac-Man kill screen even exists on the here the NES version. Okay, come and get it. Come on. Yeah. Oh, that was a close one. Yeah, take some of that, and have some of that. I thought you could run away from me, could ya? Well, good luck with that. Woohoo, extra life. Ha-ha! Now the hunter has become the hunted! Okay, let's see if I can do it. Oh, whoops. Let's zoom around this way, and boom! Oh, that was a close one. Thought you could deke away from me, could ya? 1,600 points. Ah, cornered. Go. Peachy. Oh, here we go. Next maze. Here we go. Thought you could escape, but you can't. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh. I could have slinked right by that one that time. Oh. Jumpity jump jump! Whoops! I was going the wrong way. Okay, last life. Let's make it count. Okay, chill out, Jason. You're close to setting a new personal best score. So, on this particular video game system. Yeah, just completely ignore the fact that you've got tens of thousands of people on Twitch watching you. Oops! Ah, cornered! Oh, and I was so close to setting a new high score as well. Oh well. And that's the way the power panel crumbles. So, you've been watching me play Pac-Man as part of 100 Days of Gaming, Raid the Arcade. 100 Days of Gaming is part of Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. You want to play games and heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free, then start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and co-workers. And then you get to play games for 24 hours on November 6th, and all those pledges go toward your local children's hospital. Or if November 6th, again, that's 1 week from the day. Or if that's so good for you, it can be whenever you like. It's all good because you're playing video games to heal kids. I've been part of Extra Life now for 9 years, and I'm playing games to help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital right here in Calgary that helps out over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. And Extra Life is a great way to have a lot of fun and give back to your community at the same time. And next weekend, me and the other members of the Extra Life Calgary Guild will be hosting Extra Life Rockies, our online game day event, starting November 6th at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Tune in and catch all the action as we play games and raise funds for the Alberta Children's Hospital. We will be having a Super Smash Brothers tournament where you could win a actual wrestler's belt and a $50 Nintendo eShop card. We're also having a Splatoon 2 tournament, and you could win a limited edition t-shirt or a $25 eShop gift card. Yes, registration is open now, so go to the Extra Life YYC Twitter for more information. Also, Extra Lifers who raise more than $2,500 US And this year will receive an Extra Life Neon Light. So get in those pledges and use this neon light to light up your gaming space. And so that way you can look at this blue glow and remember all the good that you've done playing games to heal kids. Last year in 2020, over 43,000 participants in 113 countries helped over 10 million kids at 170 children's hospitals across Canada and the United States by raising over $17.4 million. Those numbers just keep getting bigger and better every year, but we need your help. So if you'd like to sign up for Extra Life, or if you'd like to learn more, go to www.extra-life.org. Or if you'd like to support my fundraising to help the kids at the Alberta Children's Hospital, you can do so at the link that I just dropped in Twitch chat, or the link below, or in the pinned post on my Facebook page. Well, thanks again for tuning in tonight to watch me play Pac-Man as part of 100 Days of Gaming. I'll be back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Mountain Time. Thanks for tuning in, and remember as always, kids can't wait. Good night, everybody.